Now to another big story. Part of those protests stem from cuts to the federal government. Programs that give fresh food to food banks and schools are losing more than $1 billion as part of federal cuts. You've heard a lot about the efforts to cut government spending.
And the latest is billions of dollars to the USDA. The cuts are now hitting North Carolina. 2 Wants to Know's Kevin Kennedy learned about the impact to thousands.
Early morning at the Second Harvest Food Bank in Winston-Salem. The forklifts in full motion. Pallets of food heading out across the state.
What we do along with our partners, it's instrumental. Food is foundational for all of us.
Volunteers helping to sort and pack food. On this day, more than 40 tons will be delivered to North Carolina food pantries and partners.
The more nutritious food that we can get out, the healthier our community will be.
The numbers are truly staggering. 1 in 7 people face food insecurity. Second Harvest, one of 6 main food banks serving the state's 100 counties. In January, they provided meals to almost 80,000 people.
The need is constant, and that's unfortunate, but we're glad that we can be here.
A huge chunk, about 30 to 40% of the food comes from federal funds.
It's incredibly significant and important.
One of the funded programs is LFPA, Local Food Purchase Assistance.
We then turn around to purchase food from local farmers.
Some of that money, about $3 million, allocated to North Carolina food banks not yet spent. Temporarily frozen last month, then unfrozen. The program subsequently terminated.
Don't cut something off as you analyze it, because we can promise you what we do every single day is highly impactful, highly efficient, and when you're talking about the federal programs we're involved with, they are the same.
Some of that food ending up here, a fresh mobile market in Archdale. Neighbors in need provided a week's worth of meals.
People are coming to receive food from us that have never come before. We're seeing more first-time users than we ever have.
Beth Kreis operates the Out of the Garden Food Pantry, a distribution center serving Archdale and the surrounding communities.
There's a lot of fear on the streets, and those who may not have felt like they were food insecure before now are feeling the weight of their low income status.
Last year, Out of the Garden provided food to almost 200,000 homes. On this day, more than 300 meals will be handed out.
We have 15 favorites.
Dolores Williams, one of the many people in line.
It blesses, from the youngest to the oldest. I know I'm grateful for it.
The big question now, what happens moving forward?
We're having to spend a lot of time figuring out the what ifs. In this chaotic situation that is drawing away from the resources and time that we have to serve the community.
Hunger doesn't sleep, and food banks and pantries don't rest. But the future is a bit blurry, which could have a major impact on people in our communities.
Second Harvest Food Bank has seen a 93% increase in the past 2 years of people coming to them for food. They receive about $5.5 million from the federal government. And while those federal dollars in the LFPA program that were frozen have since been unfrozen, a second round of funding that was coming later this year has been cut, which will certainly impact local food banks here in North Carolina. Kevin Kennedy, WFMY News 2.
Moving forward, Second Harvest Food Bank will be looking at strategies to address the $2 million gap in funding to purchase fresh produce. They'll be turning to the community to help with this. We've got information for you on that on our website.